Hey Wanderers,
I'm Amanda.
and I'm Ron.
Welcome to Wanderlost. So we're going back to get more of our Custer State Park summer hiking challenge.
Start
Right?
that over.
Did you bring the paper?
Yeah, it's back there.
This is why I keep you around, because you always bring everything.
The reason they're called the Lost Trails.
Well, I didn't say what we were doing.
Oh.
We're doing the Lost Trails.
Yeah, so we're going to do the Lost Trails. So there's actually two different trails labeled the Lost Trails. So we don't know which one the medallion is on. But the Lost Trails are apparently part of a collection of older trails in the park that they've discovered, and they're trying to reclaim and remap them. So the most of the trail that we'll be on today is they're certain was the original.
Right, it said like
hiking
2/3
trail.
of the trail was the original.
The rest will be how they've connected those parts, and they're not entirely sure because they're the Lost Trails.
Right, but it does say that they both start at the same trailhead, number one, and it says that we're going to see a waterfall and lakes, or at least a lake.
Yeah, the
For
lower trail is around Center Lake.
Yeah, and there's a waterfall, and then the upper loop has a view.
Right.
Has an overlook. So we're going looking for waterfalls and overlooks and lakes. Oh my.
But the grand mileage of both of these together is just around 2.7, so it'll probably end up being around 3.
Yeah, for us, for
when
sure.
we actually hike it.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned that there are some comments that it is strenuous in places, and it's got some pretty difficult climbs. They didn't say steep, but they also didn't say that they were. We'll see what's out there, and then you'll be able to check it out when you come visit. Wow, 3 miles one way. What? So here we go. We're doing upper loop first. As you can see from the sign, we don't really know what we're doing, but we have it on the phone, and our trusty app on the phone on All Trails always tells us which way to go. So this is about to go uphill. I'm gonna quit talking now.
Alright, so the upper trail does a loop, but there is an outlook. So if you go left here, you're gonna hit and you can go straight to the outlook and then come back. We're gonna take the loop, go around, and hit the overlook on our way out. So there is quite a bit of up and down and through the rocks here on the upper trail.
Oh, it's hot. So far, we have found no waterfalls, no overlooks, and no What else are we looking for? Lake. Technically we did find the lake because that's the parking lot where we parked. But no waterfalls yet. Oh, I totally see the lake. I'll show it to you in just a second. No waterfalls yet. No overlook, although I hear we're getting close. And then one half of the trail, or one part of the trail, is done, and I don't think this is where we get our medallion either, so still searching for the medallion. But let me show you the lake. So 1 for 3 so far, and onward.
So one of the things I love about the Black Hills that always marvels me is how trees can really just grow wherever the heck they want to. Case in point, this one over my shoulder. Nope, here's the medallion. I thought it might be at the overlook.
Oh, here we go. So the medallion is on the overlook trail, which makes it an upper loop, right?
Yeah, it's on the upper loop. Well, we seem to have found the overlook and the lake, and we just did the medallion, so now we're 3 for 3.
Well, we still need a waterfall. So technically there were 4.
Oh, you just can't count.
There's a lot of places up here to spread out and sit. Technically, the overlook is this way, like the official overlook. But you can sit up here anywhere you want to. Have a picnic. It's not that far to hike either to get here. What does your thing say? So there we go, not even a mile, and we went the long way. Yep. So here we are. He's standing on a rock, so he's too tall to be in the picture, but there we are. There's the cool lake behind us. Perfect stopping place. Perfect.
Perfect weather, nice breeze.
They look like they're having fun out there with all those kayaks.
Yeah.
And then you just have your normal view of the Black Hills. It's beautiful. We can hear people down there yelling because they're having a lot of fun.
So this trail in and of itself is definitely steep, but the most direct route to the overlook is definitely steeper than what we came in on. Not undoable. Probably wouldn't suggest it if it was raining or wet. It'd be pretty slick, but it's certainly a pretty good incline up to the top.
So we're in between the 2 hikes, and it looks like they start from exactly the same place. So we had to come down here and look, but actually that's the road that goes back out. So it looks like what's this one on all trails is the lower loop.
Yeah.
So the lower loop starts on the road and then goes down by the lake. So still park here in the same parking lot and then do the upper loop, which we just did. That's the smaller one right here. And then for this one, it's 1.6 all the way around the lake. So here we go, walking around the lake. I know we told you to walk on the road from the parking lot, and you go down just past this bridge, and then the trail cuts into the woods, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut off right here.
So somebody said that there were a lot of rock scrambles, and they were right. We're kind of going up and down just all along these rocks. Oh my gosh, there's a goose. Those are my mortal enemies. They can detect fear, which is why they don't like me.
So you can start the trail from here if you're doing the lower loop, here by one of the boat launches and going around.
So you could probably, maybe this is what they mean by total 3 miles if you did this and came back and then here.
Yeah. All right, so what we didn't know and weren't sure of on this hike was because it's 2 trails as part of the Custer State Park Challenge, which one would have the medallion. Well, we already found the one over on the upper loop. There's actually one here on the lower loop as well. So you really only have to do one of the loops and you can find the medallion. We though think do them both. They're nice.
And they're not super long.
No, not at all. So over my left shoulder here, you can see where we were just a little bit ago on the upper trail. So we're about halfway around the lake for the lower loop trail. Still haven't found a waterfall. Thoughts?
I'm gonna be mad if there's not one. That's my only thought right now.
Fair enough. All right, so there's a little outcropping here, and then we're heading down. It's going to be a little bit more rocky and downward, but we're heading down towards, looks like the retaining wall for the lake. So I think we scoop out around that. Maybe your waterfall's down there.
I hope so. I'm still climbing down, 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 but I think I hear a waterfall. We're getting closer.
Oh, there it is.
So,
I don't know if I can really get over to the other one.
it's a waterfall. He's probably going to get me a better shot because he knows I'm going to be editing. And he also just likes to climb on rocks. Now it feels like we've left the lake and entered the jungle. Look at these trees, plants, trees, really. Yes, I'm very worried about what's in here as my legs are brushing everything while we walk. And then it's open again. But we did find everything on our list, so successful hike today. So one more thing to know about this trail. It is mostly shaded, but there are sections that are definitely out in the sun. So make sure you have sunscreen. Although that's kind of a rule for any time you go out, but this trail, half shady, well, 3/4 shady, 1/4 sunshine.
Well, we are within sight of the van as we finish up the Lost Trails lower loop. A little more up and down than I was expecting. But overall, a pretty nice trail. You're just done, right?
Yes. We found everything we came to find, and I'm done. So, I'm glad you guys stuck around and watched the Lost Cabin. We found a few things that we didn't expect to find.
The Lost Trails.
The Lost Trails. I don't even know what it's called. But we found a few things, including a kind of a bonus waterfall. There's like 2 of them there. And we found...
Waterfall with a swimming hole in the salt.
And then we found that both sides, the upper loop and lower loop, both have the medallion rubbing. So, a little bit of unexpectedness today. Was the mileage right?
Pretty close. The upper loop was 1.1, so that was dead on. The lower loop came out on all trails to like 1.8, and it said 1.6, so...
But you climbed up to the waterfall.
I did go a little bit out of the way on a couple things, so pretty close.
So yeah, I mean, closer than usual with us. Yeah. Next week, we're going to talk about all the hikes that we want to do in Texas. Well, not all of them, but we're going to try to find some cool hikes that we want to do while we're in Texas. So come back.
So So make sure to click the subscribe button. That's a free way to support the channel and to let YouTube know to notify you whenever we drop a new video.
Bye, guys.